Today is 613 day that I'm here to share lessons I learn, and I'm learning. I hope this lesson support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about one very interesting topic: urgency. Urgency. Now there's a lot of different ideas about urgency. People said, "Oh, like you're always young, you're able to pursue the things that you want. Don't rush." And other things is that you have a very limited amount of time, and you need to be urgent and really moving and achieving the things. And I think that a lot of times we need to understand that there's different people have a different relation to the urgency. And I, person who really wants to pursue the great things in life, and I truly believe that we need to be urgent. And I always looking for that balance because if you want to be urgent, that means that every single day you need to feel dissatisfied about your situation. But at the same time, you need to be very satisfied about your situation. You need to be grateful. You need to be grateful that where you already went so far. Because when you are grateful and you have a great attitude about what you have and appreciate everything what you have, it's much easier to have the urgency to take action and move forward. Because a lot of times people who are grateful about what they have, they become comfortable and complacent. So that means you always need to have a little bit of dissatisfaction. So that means that you always not feel fully fulfilled with what you have. So it means I truly believe that you need to have 90% of very positive emotions, and those 10% that itch to move forward, itch to make things better. Now, today I want to speak about 6 things that really allows people to be more urgent and really take action and achieve things that they never thought that they potentially could do otherwise. So first one is deadline. That's why a lot of times in school people know what deadline means because they need to write some kind of paper for the school, and they have for that 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months. And when do they write most time that paper? Last week, last month. Because people wait until they have the deadline, and when they have the deadline, they outperform everything because they need that huge urgency to finish. Now, second thing is that what allows to create a lot of urgency is consequences. Now, when I think about consequences, now I always think about work. Now, if you working 9 to 5 job and you working very hard job on your body, so that means if you keep working that job for next 5, 10 years, where that could lead? That could lead that your health will be ruined. And that means that are you okay with that? Are you willing to settle for ruined health? So when this is a question of consequences. So if you cannot find a way to make money differently and really start working on your health and make money at the same time you will have a lot of regret in the future. So consequences could allow people to make better choices and make action that could allow them to get out of their situation. Third thing is limited resources. Now, for example, if a person, for me, it's the best limited resources with time. So for example, if a person is working 9 to 5 or maybe is working 10 hours a day, so it means that he has a limited amount of time because he comes back from work, he has to see his family, he wants to see his family, he wants to spend a little bit with his family, and then at the same time he wants to build a business at the side. So that means he has a very limited amount of time. So what it creates is a lot of urgency. Every single hour that he has free, we're allocated to build a business. So that means that when you have a very limited amount of time, a lot of times it creates a lot of urgency because people who have a lot of time, a lot of times because they have too much time, they are less effective and they do not achieve anything. So of course, people have limited amount of resources, they have a lot of urgency, and they a lot of times perform and outperform people who have a lot of time. Number 4 is competitive environment. Now, it depends. If you're competitive, of course, that is very important for you to have an environment where everyone is competing, everyone wants to be better, everyone wants to show that they can win something. I'm the same. I'm very competitive. I love competing, but at the same time, I love competing and helping people. So if someone is walking, I want to walk faster. If someone is drinking water, I want to drink more. So that means I have a next level competition level. But I think that this really helped me because that creates urgency in my life. Number 5 is emergencies or crises. Emergencies or crises. Now, There's could be a lot of emergencies. It could be different kind of emergencies. And now every single time I know that someone has a huge adversity, and if they choose to use that adversity for their benefit, they have so much urgency, they have so much power, so much energy coming out of that emergency that they could achieve a lot of things. So if you going through adversity, if you going through emergency or crisis, please use that energy, use this disappointment, use that and channel that energy to the urgency and the urge put into something that could really lead to achieve great things in life. And last one, opportunity-driven urgency. So that means that this opportunity that's showing up in your life will not be forever. Again, this is opportunities based on your age and energy. You will not have this energy in youth all the time. So that means it's opportunity-driven urgency. So take advantage of your youth. Take advantage of the opportunity that's showing up in front of your life, and really take things seriously and take actions. Now, I could tell you that there's two types of urgency. One is urgency is then people want to run away from pain or comfortable life. And second is they pursue something meaningful. They pursue some big goals. Of course, most time if a person is running away from pain, he's not thinking about the goals. But that's okay. That means that if someone says, oh, you need to have a big dream, don't listen to that person. It might be that if you are a person who already don't have any problems, you live a comfortable life, okay, maybe you need to focus now on goals, building a goal that you could really pursue some big goals for yourself. But if you are struggling, you're really struggling, now focus what could be, how your life could be if you don't have those struggles. Because I found that so many people, the biggest goal that they have is to do nothing, anything, just sit on the beach and don't think about anything else. Just sit on the beach and you're able to enjoy the water. That is a beautiful thing when you're able to do that. So choose, understand and be aware what motivates you. Being and doing nothing, or pursuing some big goals and sitting in a yacht, sitting in a boat, sitting in a plane, in a first class. And when you decide that, then of course you're able to do the things that you want and be urgent about it. Now, I shared quite a lot about urgency, and I hope that will help you, because urgency is very important. As I said, the most important part is that what did you do today that was uncomfortable? Because if you did today something that was uncomfortable, it shows that you value urgency. If you say that I value urgency, but in last month you didn't do anything uncomfortable, that shows that you still value comfort over urgency, over your goals. I'm guilty of that as well. I lived for a couple of months. I didn't do anything uncomfortable. I said it's important to achieve something in life, but I didn't do anything uncomfortable. I do things, and I'm proving things, but when you do something uncomfortable, it enhances your growth. Now, I always used to say that I want to become the best version of me. But for some reason, I do not like that as much, because it's very general. When you say that, oh, I'm working to become the best version of me. What I found that is missing in that saying is that you need to be specific what you want to do. What do you want to do? Do you want to be a public speaker and speak in front of 15, 20,000 people? So you break down a goal and start achieving it. If you want to be a best salesperson, you break it down what you need to do and start achieving it. If you want to be the best businessman, you start working and start achieving it. If you want to be the best dad, and break down what it is and start achieving it. While when you say that, oh, I just want to become the best version of me, that's just very generic, and it doesn't create urgency. So all believe that you need to break down your goals and start achieving it. Goals could change, okay? Because I don't want my goals to change. It's okay. Goals could change. But the most important, you need to have it and pursue it. And when you do that, you will be astonished how much you're able to achieve when you really become a friend with urgency. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.